Hello and welcome to this second video in the series Create Your Own Online Teaching Resources. And in this video we're looking at what tools we should use. So choosing your tools is a topic here. Now, the great thing about creating your own teaching resource is you can actually get everything for free. So seriously, you can actually produce your own videos, get them up onto YouTube for absolutely nothing. Let's think first of all about the structure. Now what I've done, I've broken down the structure into 4 areas. So there's the planning stage, the production of PowerPoint stage, recording stage, and finally uploading stage. Let's look at what tools we could use in each part. Let's start first of all with the plan. Now the plan, you've got a few important questions to ask at this stage, like what is your resource, what content do you need, where are you going to get your content from. Now one of the most difficult bits for most people starting out is what is your niche. Now how do you find your niche as well? Sometimes this is the most difficult part and the stumbling block for many people. So what do you actually produce a course about? Now what I've done, I put together a couple of videos to help people find their niche, and this can be found on one of my other sites, this one here, easyinternetmarketing.com. You visit there, on the right hand side there's some training videos, and I think it's a series of 4 there to help you find your niche. So your niche could be, it could be a teaching niche, looking at teaching, so it could be teaching, but it could be something else. You could be particularly good at yoga. I want to produce a yoga video, or you want to produce a video on tuning a car or something. So there's lots of particular niches, and sometimes you need a little bit of help just to find it. Now having just decided on a niche, next thing, think what else is available. Go online and just find out what else is available. If for example you're looking at flower arranging, what other online teaching resources are available on flower arranging? What format do they use? And what colour schemes? Perhaps you want to think about what colour schemes to use. Now my first free tool is this one here. It's a brilliant tool called Pixie. Now what Pixie does, Pixie actually selects colours. So I'll just call it Pixie. Now there's a little screenshot here of Pixie. Now what Pixie does, Pixie hovers over areas of the screen, so I could move this, I can't remember if it's a screenshot, but I can move this somewhere else here for example, or here. It would tell you exactly what these colours were, and all you do is you take down what's called the RGB, red, green, blue, these 3 numbers here. Then if you're working in PowerPoint, often you have this custom screen there, you can make choices. You simply type in to these here those numbers and you get exactly the same colour. It's a really nifty tool. So if you get a chance, go to nattiware.com, download Pixie. It's free, and you can then start choosing the colours you really want for your presentation. Now next, let's move on. PowerPoint. Now I use PowerPoint, use it every single day. I can't think, I've obviously produced thousands and thousands of PowerPoint slides in hundreds and hundreds of presentations, and a typical presentation for me looks something like this. This is a PowerPoint presentation. Obviously I don't produce all this information screen in one go. I build the screen up, so beneath here there'll be layers. I might start with simply the heading, then I might go into this bit, then produce this bit, then this bit, and this bit. So within each screen there are layers you can introduce at various points. Now I love PowerPoint. It's one of these Marmite things. You'll love it or you hate it. Many people hate it because of overkill, but I think you're going to teach people it's a fantastic resource. There is a free version, okay? If you don't want to buy Office, which can be quite expensive, there's a free version called OpenOffice. Now OpenOffice has got actually lots and lots of features of Word, Excel, and all these sorts of things, but called different names. So here is the Apache OpenOffice stuff. You've got a write a word processor, you've got a spreadsheet, you've got a presentation. Now wonderful thing about this is it's absolutely free. So what we've got to do is go on here and download it, and there you've got your presentation tool. What else? Well, this is a tool I couldn't be without. This is something called Farstone. What this does, it is a screen capture device. Now what it does, it will actually have this toolbar here sitting on your screen, and you can capture anything you want. Say for example I want to capture this picture of this camera. I could simply highlight that using my clipboard editor, and it would then save it for me. I can then put that in any document I want. I could capture this text here, I could capture this number. It's a brilliant bit of software that I couldn't be without. Now I chose to buy this, it was, what was it, $19.95 for life. It's mine, and I couldn't be without my Farstone capture. But there are freebies on the market, and if you go and look, there's one here called Screen Capture. Now I've never ever used Screen Capture, but Screen Capture works a similar sort of way in that you can instantly capture any part of the screen, and the beauty of this bit is, again, it's free. Last little bit in the PowerPoint is I love to use images. Now there are loads and loads and loads of free images on the web. All you do is go to Google and put in image there and see what comes up. There are lots of free stuff. I actually prefer to buy the stuff I want to use, and I go to something called Stockpodium. Now here you buy stuff. It varies in cost depending on the quality of the print and what you're looking for and so on. Now the beauty of this is, once I bought it, I've got the copyright. I can put it anything. I can charge for documents involving those images. I have no problem whatsoever with copyright. If you choose to use free images, then be really careful please about infringing copyright. But I choose to use Stockpodium. Now let's move on. Recording. Now recording, this is what it's all about. This is what I'm doing at the moment. I'm recording. And there is a lovely, lovely tool. When I first started with something called Cam Studio. Again, the beauty of Cam Studio is absolutely free. It's free streaming video software. I use this on my early videos and it's lovely. It's absolutely brilliant. Again, I put together some training videos on Cam Studio. So remember my other site, my easier internet marketing site. If you want some videos how to use this, then again go there and you'll find free videos there to help you. There's so much free stuff about, isn't there? So Cam Studio, I loved Cam Studio. It was my first foray into online video recording and I loved it. But times change, and what I've done now is upgraded something called Camtasia. Now, if Cam Studio was free and a good starter, Camtasia is the bee's knees. Anybody who is actually doing on-screen recording tends to use Camtasia. This is the standard really for what we all use. So Cam Studio, I've got Camtasia. I got Camtasia 8. This is a screenshot here from an early version called Camtasia 7. It happens to be my previous video in this series, and it's fantastic because you upload the recording you've made, you put it on the timeline, and you can edit any of this. You can edit it, you can cut bits out, you can insert bits, you can put little transition elements in there. There's loads you can do with Camtasia. So in my book it really is worth the few extra, well not few, but the extra pounds you're going to pay. And lastly, we need to think about uploading. Now there is, for me, there's only one place to upload, and that's onto YouTube. And again, YouTube is absolutely free. So we go to YouTube now. There's YouTube, and here is one of my channels. I've got a number of channels on YouTube, and I've got my videos here. Doesn't tell you here how many views I've got, but on this channel I've got I think it's about 82,000 views of various videos I've produced. So that's YouTube. That's where you're going to put it all, and that's free. Let's just go back a second. Now let's just look at this. Think what's free, 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 free. Free. So as you see, in each of these categories, in the planning stage, the PowerPoint stage, recording stage, you can get free stuff. So in fact, you can record for free. Now there are bits of hardware you might want to think about. There is, for example, I use a headphone with a microphone. I just find it more comfortable. You might want to use a camera. This is a Kodak ZI-8. I don't think it produces anymore, but this was a brilliant camera for recording yourself on video if you're doing a talking heads or a picture in picture. Then also we've got a little this is a really handy tripod for the camera. You can bend these legs any way you want. It's a fantastic stable thing, and you might want to have a microphone if you're not going to use a headphone mic. So those are just some of the tools you might want to use, but you don't need to. You might have a laptop with a perfectly good microphone, a perfectly good camera, so why buy them? That's your choice. So in essence, you could do all of this absolutely free. So that's it. There's my second video in my online teaching course, and choosing your tools. I hope you can see now everything you need, and also hopefully you'll be encouraged the fact that if you don't make any expense at this point, you can do everything absolutely free. So in the next video we'll start looking at planning and putting everything together. So thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and bye bye for now.